Now to continue on this situation, we're so fucked. I mean, seriously. Who in this country, besides liberals that don't know shit about what is going on, are happy right now? I mean, we're fucked. We have a president that can't go out on stage. Turn the teleprompter around, Joe. It'd be a lot easier for everybody just to fucking read it. Goes out on stage and forgets damn near every member's name of his own cabinet. We're so fucked. Didn't I fucking say it before it happened? Didn't I tell everybody this motherfucker is an idiot? I can't believe how fucking stupid people are. Dementia Joe out at it again. Not taking his nap for long enough, apparently. He's not having enough ice cream at 7 p.m. Kamala's not giving enough notes there to do his job. How do you forget every member's name in your own cabinet? How? How are you this dumb? How are you even running a fucking country at this point? You're not. Who's running the country at this point? I'd love to know. Who is in charge, Joe? Just come out on stage and say it. You won't be able to say their name. We already know you can't say any names. We already know you get on stage and xenophobia, and somehow that's supposed to be a name of somebody that's in your fucking cabinet. I'm genuinely disturbed as an American, and I'm genuinely scared as somebody that cares about this country. We have a president that cannot remember the names of people that he appointed on his own cabinet. Isn't that a bad thing? Isn't that a little scary to anybody that knows what the fuck is going on? Isn't that a little disturbing? Isn't it disturbing that CNN and The View won't talk about the fact that our president is a fucking moron? But Trump all day long. Yep. If Trump did this, you know what would be fucking happening right now? They'd be calling for cognitive tests, all this shit. Well, joke's on you, bitches. Trump did them all the time. But when he asked Biden to take one, I don't need one, Mister. What's your name? This is the only man I've known to ever be president and fall upstairs. Upstairs, not down, up. The only time I've ever fallen upstairs is when I was drunk. Upstairs. Going to the Air Force One, up the stairs. Fall up the stairs. I'm surprised he didn't break a fucking arm. How do you forget the names of the people on your fucking cabinet? And you're a politician? You've been one for 47 years, 48 now? Almost 49? Dementia Joe at it again. Why did you come out of your basement? Why did you even bother running for president? Oh, I know why. Because nobody liked Trump, because he was calling everybody out. He was exposing all these fucking fake wannabe motherfucking politicians. The people that weren't for the people. The people that were putting you and me under the bus. Exposing the very same people that were basically saying that we don't matter. But you know, every 4 years, Black Lives Matter. Every 4 years, it happens. Blindness. Absolute blindness. the best part is, and my favorite part about this, is this election has caused something that the Democrats didn't want. They didn't want the American people to start waking up and realizing what's going on. They didn't want them to start to wake up and say, wait a fucking minute. They didn't want that. They wanted you to just sit by and be like, well, Biden won. He's president now. I'm just going to go about my daily routine. They didn't want you to sit there and view in on their press conferences. They didn't want you to view in on what other media outlets are saying. They just wanted you to believe and deal with what CNN and everybody else is saying. And just, oh, he's doing fantastic, fantastic. He can't even name the people on his cabinet. His own cabinet. His own cabinet. Let me say this again. Joe Biden cannot name the people on his own cabinet. This is an elected official. This is an elected individual. Sure, I think there was some fucking stupidity with the election. Don't get me wrong. Because obviously there's a stupid person in office. But for fucking real, Joe, you can't name the people on your cabinet? Are you fucking serious right now? We got Democrats fleeing Texas for preventing democracy, who are Democrats fleeing their own state because they prevented the state to proceed with creating legislature, and they didn't get their way, so they went boo-hoo, wah, 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 and they fucking left and fled to D.C. on taxpayer dollars, private plane, etc., on taxpayer dollars. But now, if they come back to Texas, they're going to jail. So we've got that. We've got Joe, the fucking moron that can't name people on his cabinet. Isn't it becoming more and more evident to the American people how blatantly fucking stupid some of these Democrats are? And yes, there's very fucking stupid Republicans too, don't get me wrong. But the Democrats, you're doing a great job of showing that your party is fucking stupid. You're doing a good job of showing that you guys don't give a fuck about the American people. And that's where your biggest mistake was. Screaming unity, screaming we should all be one country, all equal people. There's racism, there's this and that. Everybody needs to just come together. As you said, Jen Psaki, actions speak louder than words. Look at your guys' actions. We got Democrats fleeing Texas, which now if they come back, they're going to jail. And I think that's fucking fantastic. You prevented state legislature from happening, fled your own state because you weren't getting your way. And then we've got Mr. Joe Dementia Biden in the fucking sippy cup Joe, as Hannity would call him, in office that can't remember the names of his people on his cabinet. How the fuck did this man even make it through G7? I'd love to know. How many drugs are you pumping this man full of to make him semi-cognitive? I'd love to know. My point is this. It's coming to a point in this country where the American people are starting to go, wait a tick, there's something wrong here. Even though, I sound like that one girl who's like on the camera like, he's a fascist! No, I'm making a point. Point is, we have a president that doesn't know what the fuck he's saying half the time. We got a vice president who is cackling all the time and doesn't do anything that she says she's going to do, just fucking cackles and says, I eat no for breakfast. Yeah, obviously that's why you don't go to the border. And then we have Democrats fleeing Texas because they didn't get their way. Anybody see what's going on? Anybody else think this is a little fucking weird that Democrats are running for their fucking lives because they're pussies? I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. But for fuck's sakes. To you Democrats that ran from Texas, how do you expect to continue running a democracy and republic? By the way, you prevented democracy by fleeing your state. How do you expect to continue that by fleeing your state? And now, by fleeing your state, you come back, you go to jail. Real fucking smart, isn't it? I really like my money back from that private jet that you flew. How many beers did you guys have? I'd love to have that money back in my pocket. Who paid for the hotels that you guys stayed in? I'd love to have that money in my pocket. All because you didn't get your way. All because there's a president in the White House that can't remember names. What the fuck is going on in this country anymore? I'm so sick of it.